Just start with a reflection on that game there. It seemed quite a competitive game for a pre-season friendly. I mean, we saw Ashley Barnes getting involved towards the end. It seemed to be a good test for you guys.
Yeah, a bit of handbags towards the end, but it was a good test, and I think that adds to it, that wee bit of competitiveness. As a friendly, but we want to win. We want to do as well as we can, and I think the good thing is we're taking a lot of things from training into the game. Things that we're working on the training pitch. I think tonight you saw, the last few days we've worked a lot without the ball, and you saw that the shape of the team was excellent. Was controlling the game without the ball. Of course, we'd like to do more with it, but I think at times we showed our quality there. But everybody's come through the game. I don't think there's any problems, which is the main thing.
There's always a lot of talk at the start of pre-season about whether the emphasis on fitness or on football. How have you kind of found that balance so far? Has it been mostly fitness orientated before you come out here? How has it kind of worked so far?
Yeah, I think you need to have that fitness first, but you also want to see the quality coming through, and the more we go into the pre-season, the more opportunity we've got to build relationships within the team on the pitch. As I say, take what's happening on the training pitch into games, and that's the plan. The deeper we get into pre-season, the more we want to be at that level that we know we need to be at, and I think even this early on we're getting there. Everybody looks in a good shape physically. We've worked hard in the off season, so that shouldn't be a problem. So now it's about really tidying up on the technical side of things, and as I say, the shape of the team and what we're doing when we've got the ball. So I think the fitness is almost there. Obviously minutes and the legs need to get more for Lottie's, but I think all going very well so far.
You've been on a fair few pre-season camps, I'm sure. What's the value of a trip like this, coming to Germany, playing obviously a newly promoted team to the Bundesliga, another really big test on Saturday against a team you play in a 50,000 seater stadium? I mean, that must be really helpful, I guess, for you guys.
Yeah, of course it is. We've had a couple of games already, but no disrespect to them. I think this is a step up, and so is Saturday. So that's what you want to do in pre-season. You want to keep building. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to, obviously get the fitness and the minutes up, but we're also trying to bring that quality that we've been working on a daily basis. And that's what's happening. And I think the better opposition you play against, you'll see more quality and you'll see what we're trying to do more. But it was a tough, obviously coming to Germany, and the German teams are known for being, very robust, and they'll play a high intensity game, and we matched that. As I say, I think they had more of the ball than us, but we controlled the game when they had it, Phil.
Obviously the man to my left has spoken about you guys and the importance of maybe you guys being one of the fittest teams in the Championship. Do you kind of feel that so far, and do you see that with the way the schedule has been? I think you've been doing some triple sessions, double sessions as well.
I don't see why we can't be and why we shouldn't be. If you put the work in, you'll get the rewards. We know that, and that's what it's about, really buying into everything that the manager wants. And the fitness guys here, they're getting us in best shape possible, and without being silly about it, but we are doing triple sessions. We're working hard, and that's what pre-season's all about. You need to work hard, and if you don't, you'll get found out. And we will be as fit as any team in the league. Trust me.
We've seen you with the armband in the last couple of games. I mean, is that when you wear that, does it mean anything significantly for you? Do you take on a different role, or I mean, that's a role you take on the pitch anyway. You're very vocal anyway. Does it add anything to you, even in pre-season?
Obviously, it's nice to have it. It's nice to have that trust of the manager, but it's, I try and take that responsibility anyway, and so do a lot of the lads. I think, you can see a couple of lads we've brought in terms of Duffs and Ash. Gibble's done that plenty of times throughout his career, and here, Tim's there. So we've got, I think, maybe at times towards the end of last season, we could see that there was some leaders and characters out the team, and I think we've got plenty now, and, I've got the armband the last couple of games, but I think I've always tried to take that responsibility, help people around about me, and that's what I'll continue to do, and that's what the rest of the lads will continue to do.
Have you had a conversation with the manager about that? Obviously Grant Hanley, who's club captain, usually is going to be out for a little while. Is that something that he's asked you to assume in the meantime? It's something, again, I think we've got plenty of leaders in there, and I don't think the burden's just on the guy that wears the armband. I think we've got plenty in there, plenty of quality, and plenty of leaders that can take responsibility. As I just mentioned, 4 or 5 names there who can step into that role, so I don't think that's a problem for us. Yeah, and a few of the guys you mentioned have obviously come in this summer. Do you feel that they've had the injection that maybe the club hoped they would in terms of that leadership and that maybe mentality point that perhaps was lacking or seemed to be lacking last season?
No doubt about it. I think so. I think before they even came in here, everybody knew the characters and the quality that they had. And they've brought that. Even being in the door a couple of weeks, they're putting demands on people, they're setting standards even for younger lads, and that's what we need to do. We need to set standards and really demand from each other on a daily basis. That's what's happening right now, so we just need to keep doing that.
And just finally, one about Liam Gibbs, a young lad. You play alongside him tonight, but I mean his progress has been really incredibly quick throughout last season and had quite a breakthrough season. What have you made of him, and tell us a little bit about what it's like to play next to him?
Obviously everybody saw Gibbs' quality, and I think there's still a lot more to come from him. He's a young lad, and hopefully players like myself playing next to him can help him, and that's what I want to do. And obviously I want to look after myself first and foremost, but it's about helping these people round about you and bringing the best out of players round about you, and I'll try and help Gibbs as much as I can, as much as he needs it. I don't think he does. I think he's got plenty of quality, plenty of ability, and he's really stepping up to the plate. He's looking strong in pre-season. He's worked hard in the off-season, obviously, so there's plenty of opportunity out there for him, and I'm sure he'll take it.
Good stuff.